People don't buy products, they buy stories, they buy you. And the same applies to you. What does your personal brand say about it? Whether you like it or not, you already have a personal brand. The only difference is whether you're in control of it or not. As a global change leader and marketing professional, I have witnessed the power that comes with having a good personal brand. I have seen how it opens doors for you. I've seen how it enables people to refer you, to speak your name in rooms full of opportunities, and ways in which it has helped transform my career and scale it to the next level. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly 3 pillars that you need to know about personal branding that will help take your personal brand from 0 to 100 in an instant. Personal branding is an intentional effort to shape how people perceive you. It's a story that people tell when you're not in the room. Think about it this way. Whether you decide to shape this narrative or not, people will still say things because people have a liberty to have opinions about you and everything else about life. So personal branding is taking control of that. It's telling people what to say about you instead of being shocked or wondering why they said what they did. It's about your skills, it's about your values, it's about the impact you create and the work that you do every single day. In a world where there are thousands and hundreds of people who are probably unemployed and looking for a new job or a new exciting opportunity, or probably you're an entrepreneur and you're watching this and you're wondering, how can I scale my business to the next level? Will personal branding be relevant to me? I'm here to tell you that this is for literally everyone. Think about it. Are you looking to get funding for your venture to take your business to the next level? How many other people are thinking about the same thing you're thinking about now? How many other people have brilliant ideas, are doing great things in sustainability, ESG, all of that good stuff? How many other people are doing the same thing? So what is going to set you apart in this pool of thousands of entrepreneurs, in this pool of thousands of employees looking for jobs? It's your personal branding that will set you apart. Even as people are looking to figure out who to work with, who to invest in, remember that chemistry is important. And chemistry starts from the point of personal branding. It starts from the story you tell about who you are. It starts from the authenticity you ooze with every single thing you do, from your writing to the content you put online, to literally everything and the first impression that anyone has the moment they interact with you. So even as you're thinking about personal branding, I have had many people who've asked me and told me that it looks so insurmountable. It looks like it's a lot of work, but it starts with you. It starts with that single step. It starts with believing that you have something that the world needs to see. It starts with believing that you have value that someone right next to you needs to know about. So here are 3 key pillars that you need to start with if you want to get on this personal branding journey. Number 1, authenticity. Who really are you? Sit down with yourself, have a life audit, do a life audit. Think about who you want to be known. For me, who is Sharon Guge? If a stranger met me today and I'd ask them to say 5 things about me, what are the first things that they would say without even blinking an eye? That is authenticity. That's exactly who you are. And even on your journey of trying to build your personal brand online and offline, it's very important to stay true to who you are, because authenticity enables you to interact and to be relatable with every single person that you get to meet. Remember, everyone out here is just winging it. And sometimes social media will give you the impression that we've all got our stuff together. But I'm here to remind you that even the top CEOs in this world are really just winging it. They probably have more years of experience in the bag and it looks like it's so easy for them, but it's really a journey of daily believing in yourself, going out there, having the confidence and believing that you really have value that this world needs to see. So never feel like the authentic you is not good enough. You are enough, you are perfect, and whatever it is that you have deep within you is going to bring change to this world that you want to see. So be authentic and remember that authenticity is a first step towards personal branding. Number 2, consistency. Showing up the same way everywhere. It's the same way that you would do this as a marketing professional, as a communications professional. We know how important it is to have your brand image similar in all communication platforms. This is the same way. When someone meets you out in the streets, when someone meets you at an interview, when someone meets you at a coffee date, who do they meet in that particular place? Are you a different person online and a very different person in person? Are you a different person behind the laptop when you're writing your articles and when you're picking calls at work? You have to show up the same way everywhere, because consistency, that repetition builds familiarity, and consistently showing up in that way leads you to success. Remember the atomic habits. Every single day you make one step towards your journey, towards your dream, you will be in 6 months, you'll be 180 days better than you are when you started. So remember, even as you're trying to build your personal branding, it's about deciding, this is the kind of person I want to be known. This is the kind of tone I speak in. This is the kind of confidence I ooze. This is the kind of writing I use. And this is the kind of these are the kind of colors that you will see anytime I put out any content out there. And the moment you decide on your brand book and your brand palette, stick to that, because this makes it easy for literally anyone to spot you from a mile away. Number 3, visibility. This is what will make people know about you. Imagine having such a beautiful light, having such a beautiful vase in your house, and it's put under the bed. What does that do? It's beautiful, it's magnificent, it's made of gold probably, but nobody cares about it because nobody can see it. So it's always important for you to be visible. It's always important for you to put yourself out there. Sometimes we all have insecurities that we're trying to battle with. We all have trauma that we're trying to struggle with. Sometimes you feel like you're not eloquent enough, you're not confident enough. But then guess what? Remember, we're all just winging it. And the more you do this, the more you put yourself out there, the more you grow thicker skin, the more it becomes easier for you to take criticism, positive criticism, to learn that, you know what, in as much as you're not where you want to be, you've taken the first step. And that right there is putting you ahead of so many other millions of people who have this great idea, but they've put it right there in their head. So remember, in as much as you're gold, in as much as you're priceless, if you're under that table, if you're behind that laptop, if you're behind that desk, no one cares about you. It's unfortunate, but that's a reality. So visibility is the next very important step when it comes to personal branding. So you have to put yourself out there. You have to go online. I know you're probably cringing at this when I speak about you getting online, but my dear, that is the first place to start. Online, the digital tools have made it easier for anyone to literally go out there, to create a community, to create influence, one view at a time. And it's really great how powerful. Sometimes you feel like it's just one person who's commented on your video or commented on your piece of content. Think about it. When you think about 50 people, it sounds like it's very minimal. But I recently came across some content on social media that changed my perspective. 50 people, if I showed you a picture of 50 people in a room, it's crazy how many those 50 people are. Think about 1,000 people. Can you even imagine fitting 1,000 people in one single space? That's how powerful the digital spaces have made it easy for anyone to build their personal brand. So even as you're thinking about building your personal brand, just know that you could be gold, you could be the most beautiful vase in the world, but as long as you're behind, you're under the bed, no one really cares about you. So I know you're there watching this and you're wondering, okay, you've said such a great, amazing things, you've said such great things, but where do I start? I'd like to start with these very simple questions. Number 1, what do people currently say about you? Number 2, what do you want to be known for? And number 3, what are your strengths and unique capabilities? Remember, you are the only you, and that right there is your superpower. As I conclude, I just want to remind you that it's not rocket science. It seems hard. I'm sure you're looking at people and wondering, how did you get 15,000 followers on LinkedIn? How did you get to 1 million followers on LinkedIn? It feels like it's such an unreachable thing. But remember, they started just where you are right now. It started with an idea. It started with the curiosity to go out there and learn. It started with researching, going online to find out successful people and what exactly they do. And I just want to remind you one thing that I saw recently. Successful people always leave cues everywhere. So be it in a podcast, be it in a book, be it in interviews, it's up to you to go out there and look for the information. And once you have that information, think about your vision. Think about where you want to go. Think about what you want to be known for. In 5 or 10 years, where will Sharon Gugi be? Whoever is watching this, where will you be in 5 to 10 years? Once you have known that, then you can think about ways to get there. And your personal brand is one way to start. Be on the lookout for the next video, where we speak about the storytelling formula, crafting a perfect narrative.